Thank you, Honorable delegates, distinguished colleagues, friends in the disability movement, and allies in solidarity. I am glad to be here today as we gather to affirm the Amman Berlin Declaration on Global Disability Inclusion. We stand at a defining moment in our collective journey towards justice, equality, dignity of men, women, and gender diverse persons with disability. For far too long, the 15% of the global population, of whom more than half are of women with disabilities, have been left out of development. We have been invited to speak, but we have not been deciding. We have been applauded, but we have not been listened to. The launch of the Amman Berlin Declaration sends a very clear message that we are moving from symbolic inclusion to practical, resourced, and rights-based inclusion. I speak as the executive director of a network strong of 33 women-led member organizations across the continent. I speak as a woman with disability from a region where resilience and resistance are closely connected, and where women with disabilities have long been fighting for their rights, often silently and without recognition, but always with unwavering determination and a clear vision. Across Africa, we have waited too long for international cooperation to take women's leadership seriously. Too many commitments have been made and too few have been realized. Today, we have hope in this declaration to not find the same fate. Allow me to share my reflections. Firstly, we welcome both the 15 for the 15 commitment and the commitment to systematically mainstream disability across all sectors. Now, we need to answer to those questions. How are the commitments going to translate into changes in a life of a girl with disability willing to pursue education up to university level? How are they going to help pregnant women with disability to receive accessible antenatal care? And are they going to allow women with disability to run for parliamentary elections? Well, let me attempt to answer one. Nothing will change if the 15% is going to ignore the diversity of persons with disability. I want to bring you to the second point that I want to say that while the 15% commitment is a good start, it is a threshold. It should not prevent to go beyond, especially in countries where disability prevalence is higher due to conflicts or disasters. Thirdly, I want to emphasize that it is important to recognize women's leadership and involve women-led organizations of persons with disability into the design, into the implementation, and in the accountability of the projects that account for the 15%. And let us be clear that come 2028, what will matter is not the number of projects, but the number of individuals, men, women, and gender diverse persons with disability whose lives will be transformed by those projects. Ladies and gentlemen, by the time we come to the next Global Disability Summit, we want to see those numbers behind the 15%. We want to hear the stories behind that 15%. We want all obstacles for the women leaders with disabilities from the Global South to attend the GDS to be overcome. And we want to see the leadership of women with disabilities in their diversities fully integrated into the GDS governance. Women with disabilities shall stand together and forge strong partnerships to push the promises into progress. We therefore call on our governments to fully engage with women with disabilities, ensuring that programs are tailored to our real needs. As women with disabilities in Africa, we stand ready to collaborate, to monitor, and drive these commitments to reality. With these few remarks, I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to Ruth Mukutumula, Executive Director for the Disabled Women in Africa.